Hello everyone, warm welcome to episode number 55 of the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper. I'm Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth, talking straight to women about taking charge of their finances. A lot of us don't get into the finance news. We don't want to be dealing with money, especially us women. Why? It's in our conditioning. Many years of conditioning and upbringing which informs us that finance is not for us. Now that more and more women are taking on financial independence, they're beginning to earn their own money, even if small amounts with work from home. There are big opportunities for women to create wealth. A lot of our community members are generating from 40% to over 100% returns in the last 6 years of our work. It's now almost the completion of the 9th year of Women on Wealth, and we're proud to share that we have impacted 4,000 women and they are financially educated. The mission requires much more work. We are committed to reaching a target of 50 lakh financially educated women. And inside of this mission, we're running the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper because it's critical that we keep up with what is happening in the financial world and in the economic world outside us. So warm welcome everyone. Thanks for acknowledging your presence. Ridhima, Balvinder, Namita, Prerna, warm welcome. Okay, let me show you how the ET Wealth is. This is how the ET Wealth looks like. And the cover story is on tax filing. I could see a lot of women in our inner circle talking about it. That's great. And I'm going to today decode and talk about the article by Dhirendra Kumar on page number 7. Hi, good morning, Preeti, Anjali. So taking it on from there, the stock market is booming. We just had our stock investors community meetup, which is an inner circle. So these are women who've completed our stock investing program, and we met them on Saturday. And I happen to caution everyone because the stock market is booming, the bull run is on. The stock market may go higher up, though it's been record making 70% high since the March lows, and which is quite a distance that the market has traveled. So the market is booming. There is a lot of cheer in the market, more buyers than sellers. What should we be doing? Should we get swayed in all this happiness because most of us would be making money? Or should we hold on and actually be scared? I invited my investors to be scared. And today I invite the large community here to be scared too. Because what goes up like really fast can come down as fast too. And we all know that bad news comes more often than good news comes. And that's what Dhirendra Kumar is talking about in this article on page number 7. So I'm going to today take you guys over this article and share my views as well on how I see the market, because it's important that we all get caution. We don't go overboard. We don't get swayed by the bull market. Rather, we continue our journey to our financial goals, which will only happen. It's a slow journey. It will only happen over time. So we got to kind of really be cautious. So, Dhirendra is saying, hope for the best, but be ready for the worst. That's the headline. And I'll be reading through 2 paragraphs and then I'll share my views. So, there'll be many surprises ahead. And there'll be more negative surprises than positive ones, says Dhirendra Kumar. Back in February, in what seems like a different world now, I wrote this in a column. If the coronavirus epidemic continues on the path it has done so far, then here's the real problem. There is no way of completing that sentence without a blind guess. As the the months have passed, the blind guess part has receded. By and large, the contours of the crisis are quite clearly visible now, and compared to the worst that seemed possible at some point, we are on our way to a substantial better situation. The virus will claim many more victims, but the worst of the disease is clearly over. India's economic recovery has been quite rapid. Guys, I'm repeating this. India's economic recovery has been quite rapid. And there appears to be good news on the vaccine front, even though I maintain a high degree of skepticism about the conduct of the global pharma industry. However, therein lies the problem. There is a clear danger now that many of us, as savers and investors, are in the danger of bouncing off too high and too hard from an earlier psychological bottom. So the potential is quite high. Psychologically, we're going to be like really happy, and boom time, it always makes people happy. But the fall can be harder if we are not cautioned right now. For people who are in personal or professional financial problems because of the pandemic, this is not going to happen, and there are crores of such people. However, for many of what I would call the investing class, that's not true. With the markets rising to new highs and the festive season proving to be quite cheery, many investors find their personal wealth to be in surprisingly good shape. So how many of us, like investors at Women on Wealth who've done our programs, you're listening, how many of you can see that your portfolio is already in the positive? So, in Dhirendra's language, he says many investors are in good shape. So how many of us have investments which are in good shape? Just say me, so that we know we're talking with you. Hey Saloni, Neelu, Harleen, Rochelle, good to have all of you. Start typing, guys. Yeah, Ridhima, great. So my portfolio is in good shape, says Ridhima. What about others? Rochelle, Balvinder, got that. So you're all making money right now. Yeah, of course, Neelu, got that. So we are all merrymaking, cheering, we are making good money. Psychologically, we are in a great place as investors. Namita, Parul, Prerna. Now you're all our investors. You've all done our programs. You've selected good companies or mutual funds. You're investing in them well. And right now you see an uptick. Let's now move forward from here. From a psychological point of view, I am happy for everyone who feels this. However, if there is one thing that the last few months have taught us, it is about the power of the negative surprise. The learning from events like this is not that we must predict. We must predict better, and that everything hinges on the accuracy of those predictions. Instead, the learning is that widely unpredictable events will hit much more frequently than a naive extrapolation of trend indicates. So you can all predict, we can all predict, but can our prediction be true always? Not really. And we all got to be prepared for the negative news while all this cheering is happening. So it's critical that we create a different action plan for this boom period. Because a lot of buyers have entered the market, so the demand is up, and that's why the stock market is rising continuously. Do I need to be the one who invests more and tides on this bull run? Not really. Go slow, go steady, know that negative news will come. It's inevitable. And in all this cheer, what's critical is having your head on your shoulders, not losing it. Because you see so much cheer, because there's so much noise. Well, noise is at every time. In the bull run, there's more noise about different companies and different stocks which you should buy. It's really critical that we as a community stand with each other and have patience in this time. Because right now, it's not the buyer's market, and also we can't wait for that time to come when it becomes the buyer's market. Because we may lose more if we are just waiting for the right time to come. The right time may never come. So if you've done our program, you've chosen the right stocks and mutual funds, what's critical now is to keep investing month on month. Consolidate if you were already, if you had a cluttered portfolio when you joined us. It's good time to bring it down, put a systematic withdrawal plan. And over time, just keep investing small amounts. So we don't need to get swayed by what's happening in the market right now. That's the critical part. Guys, please start typing. What are you getting? Got it, Ekta, you're not in the program, but mutual funds are great. I think one of our team members was talking about you yesterday. So I think Rutuja, our team member, is following up with you. So she'll help you sign up for the program if you're ready. Rochelle, your family is making money. Anjali is making money. Shobna, Vinita, hi. Guys, please start typing. What are you getting from this conversation? What is all of you, what is it that you're getting? Because then I would like to read probably one more paragraph, because I think it's critical that we all are really taken care of in the bull market. Start typing, guys. What are you getting? Keep your eyes and ears open and stick to your goals. Got that, Balwinder? Yeah. Like really be focused on your goals. I like that. Yes, Ekta. What are we getting? Prerna, don't let the highs get to your head. Wow. I pretty much like that. Yes. Because the ego बहुत महंगी पड़ जाती है इस market में ego. I love that. Prerna. Neelu, not to get swayed by the bull run. Yet be on a lookout. Be consistent. Be cautious in the stock market. Don't get swayed. Absolutely. Keep continuing your SIPs. Keep investing steadily. Don't go overboard just because of the euphoria. Investment has to be done wisely without being swayed by bull or bear sentiments. Yes. Understand that highs and lows are both normal. Be slow and steady. If you've done a study well, trust yourself and move forward by investing. Yes, moving forward by investing. Absolutely, Rochelle. Somali, like in any other endeavors, go slow, go far, stay focused on long-term goals. Yes. Don't get swept away with rise and fall in the market. Study well, stick to the plan. Community is there too. Yeah. And you got to know how to leverage this community. The best part is attending all the lives and engaging. Because if you're passively listening here, it's again not going to help you. Engaging with the community is the key, because you build each other up and you're together in the bull run, bear run, whatever it might be. Vinita, not to get carried away by the winds of the bull market. Be focused on your goals and invest accordingly. Absolutely. Let's read forward, guys, on that note. Okay. So does that make sense? Think of it this way. Can there be an event which causes the world's economic output to drop by some, say 10% in just a year? Yes, definitely. We're probably looking at such an event, even though it may not really be measurable. So anytime, anything can happen and the market can easily come down 10%. But can something happen where market goes up by 10% in one day? It won't happen. Not very likely. That the up comes in so fast, while the down is really fast, and then the bounce back can also be fast. In the coronavirus crisis, we've seen that the bounce back has been pretty fast, and that's what we're all cautioning each other about. And mindful investors, knowledgeable investors will not make the mistake of going overboard in this market. So that's the key. Okay. So the chances of the miracle of market going up 10% in one go and the economy going up 10% in one go is almost like it's near zero, the chances of that happening. So this is what we need to understand. And I love what Dhirendra is saying in the last paragraph here. He's saying the moral of the story is very simple. Although somewhat hard to implement, expect the unexpected and expect the unexpected to be worse than the expected. And hence the headline where he's saying, hope for the best and be ready for the worst. So can we all start talking about what's the worst? Best we can all see. The stock market going up, our stocks, mutual funds going all up, making a lot of money for us. That's the best and we're all hoping for that. What's the worst that can happen? How can we prepare ourselves for that? Can we start typing? And I'm reading the comments that I have missed meanwhile. I love this. Hira is sharing, observe, watch and listen, track your portfolio, continue to show up here and be with the community. Rochelle is sharing, the stock markets will always have its highs and lows so that it is the norm. Don't lose focus, be open to learning every day, and being part of a community and group will help in the long run as together we learn and invest. Yeah. The Indian market is a growing market and is the fastest growing market for the next 10 years. So stay on course and don't let negativity impact you. Yes, don't let negativity impact you and yet be prepared for the worst. So what's the worst that can happen? How can we prepare ourselves for it? Can we start typing? Start sharing, guys. Okay, so Ridhima is saying market going down and our portfolio going negative can be the worst that I can guess. Parul is sharing she has not invested huge sums of money that she cannot afford to lose. Saloni is sharing worst is losing it all and then giving up. Okay, Somali, I'm not taking the questions right now. Right now I have a question which is, what's the worst that can happen? How can we prepare ourselves for it? Portfolio showing negative returns, value of my portfolio coming down drastically, and I have the patience to wait for it to come back up. Okay, so this is how you're going to deal with the worst, how to prepare yourself for the worst. So Preeti has answered it with her patience to wait for it to come back up. Our portfolios will be bleeding again just like the March days, and that's the worst. And how can we prepare ourselves for this worst? Guys, start typing that. How can we prepare ourselves for this worst? Yeah, portfolios in negative is the worst that can happen. Got that, guys? That is all that you guys can see. Losing it all, going bankrupt. Okay, Somali. And how can we prepare ourselves for this? Okay, have an emergency fund. Got that? What else, guys? What else can happen? Our research and study helps us build the resilience. So keep researching and studying stocks, mutual funds, economy. Prerna, have a steady head. Treat the worst as opportunities. Use it wisely. Okay, Prerna. Invest only in stocks we've studied, because if we aren't sure of the companies, we're going to panic. Got that? Do your study, have a watch list to pick up when the market goes down. Diversify our portfolio to the best so that we don't lose it all. Have an emergency fund. Great. So these are all the preparations that we can do to deal with the worst. Brilliant, guys. So proud of each one of you for coming up with your solutions. My solution is very straight. Be a community. Don't think that we can, do it alone. If we are thinking that, we are making a mistake. So don't do it alone is number one. Number two, be a community. Support each other. You support each other in the bull market, you will have each other on your side in the bear market, and you will need each other best then. So engage here. If you're in an inner circle with us, engage there, support each other, because if you won't support each other in the bull market, don't expect support coming in the bear market. And know that in the bear market, you will need more support. So that's around the community. Keep showing up for the lives. It will help you build your knowledge further. You've done the programs, and these lives are a constant reminder for you to keep working on your money lives and keep working on the system that you've learned in the Money Gym and in the stocks program. Use the opportunities which are showing up. So Lasya is our community leader, and she's coming up with a workshop on the December 19th, which is on the various market crashes and how the market crashed at different points, and how it's essential that each one of you understand the crash and you invest well when the opportunity comes, and how you can act. Like, what's the strategy you need to build to that. So make sure you register for that workshop, register for such opportunities. Keep upskilling. All this upskilling that you're doing will build your attitude, and that's the key. You don't have the attitude, you have the knowledge, you have people around you, yet nothing will work. So make sure that you're building that attitude where you're persistent, you're disciplined, you're making sure things happen your way, you're making sure you grow, okay? You're willing to learn, you're coachable, trainable, so all that matters. Okay? Any questions? I could see Somali had one question. Somali, can you type that question in? I can take up some questions right now. We still have 5 minutes. Yeah, Namita, so take debt funds and sovereign gold bonds for hedging. Have some money in FDs that are not impacted by the market. Invest in companies after thorough research. Invest slowly, steadily. Don't get into FOMO of the bull market currently. Ensure right allocation. Diversify your portfolio to the best so that you don't lose it all. Yeah, great. I'm glad all of you are learning, growing, moving. Any questions, guys? If you don't have any questions, please type in no questions and we will move beyond. Guys, type in no questions if you have no questions. Okay, Hira agrees with Beena on the study part, watch list part. Great, Beena and Hira. Great, Preeti, no questions. Okay, Prerna, no questions. Somali, so can bulk mutual funds be liquidated now and reinvested in diverse SIPs? Somali, you could do the systematic withdrawal plan because we don't know if the market is going up further. So you may regret later that you kind of redeemed your mutual funds in bulk. So best would be to create a systematic withdrawal plan like we had learnt in the Money Gym program. So put that and liquidate. That's how you'll do it. Great. So no questions, everyone. So I close the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper here. We are beginning a new batch of our stock investing program this Saturday. So guys, all of you who take value from all these decodings and all the opportunities that we have live and in our programs, please talk with your women friends and family members and invite them to join stock investing. We begin this Saturday, so the opportunity is right here. Can I expect some of you to talk with your family and friends, women, family and friends? Could you say, yes, me, I'm going to push the mission forward, push for progress. I want to know who here champions our cause and who is with us in reaching those 50 lakh financially educated women. Sure, Somali. So guys, I'm waiting. Who is with us in this journey to getting to 50 lakh financially educated women? Who is with us in this movement that we call Women on Wealth? Today, I would like to see some champions getting created of this mission where you're not just taking value for your own life, but you're willing to spread the word and have many more financially educated women. Got that, Prerna? So Prerna has already spoken to a few friends. So Prerna, are you bringing them in for this batch? Hira, you may want to take note of our community members who are saying they're going to spread the word. I would like to really see them growing the community. Yeah. Because it's one thing just coming here for our own selves, and it's another to push for progress. And this pushing, I invite each one of you to do. So Prerna, Richa, Rochelle, Prachi, Namita, Sonika, Balvinder, Saloni, Preeti. Got that. And if your friends are on the fence, then make sure, Preeti and everyone else, that you push them to progress now. Okay. The batch begins this Saturday, so do get in touch, share their names and numbers. Our team will be happy to connect with them and make sure that they take on financial education over financial dependence. On that note, guys, I close today's decoding. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, and like I said, keep pushing for progress. Loads of love. Bye-bye.